Moving to Hawaii 2022 Ultimate Guide. So, you're thinking about moving to Hawaii? It's an exciting idea with obvious allure. Few people don't want to live in a tropical paradise where the beaches are plentiful and the Aloha Spirit runs deep. And although this dream can become a reality if you're ready to dive in, learning about island life is essential for anyone itching to relocate to Hawaii. So, before you take the plunge, welcome to our Ultimate Guide, where we'll discuss a few pros and a few cons of moving to Hawaii. So, make sure you watch this video till the end to know if you are ready to move or not. So, without any further ado, let's begin the list. But before we get started, make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to never miss any interesting video from us. Having said that, let's get into the video. Con. You will be living in what feels like poverty. You are anxious to start your life in Hawaii. However, moving to this paradise comes with a lot of responsibilities. Moreover, depending on where you choose to live, the living expenses in Hawaii may be higher than where you're moving from. The middle class in Hawaii lives at what their mainland counterparts would consider poverty levels. Many families have more than one job, live paycheck to paycheck, have substandard housing conditions, very little expendable income, and at any moment are living on the financial edge. Put it simply, in Hawaii, you need to be earning at least $150,000 a year to have what on the mainland can be had for $75,000 a year. And if you have a larger family, you'll need more and possibly a lot more income. If you're going to live in Hawaii, you need to be prepared to live a lifestyle of comparative poverty. If you can stay here for the long term, you can work your way up. But on day one, be prepared to live a vastly downgraded lifestyle. Unless you're already a multimillionaire. That brings us to our next point, which is, despite being expensive, entertainment is quite cheap here. Pro. Cheap entertainment. Many things in Hawaii are expensive. Housing, food, gas, etc. But there is one area of your budget that you can save a lot of money on if you live on the islands. Entertainment. There are so many outdoor activities here that are free or cheap, and the wonderful weather makes them all the more enjoyable. Swimming or body surfing at a beach, picnicking or barbecuing at a park, hiking a trail, biking around town, sightseeing in a state or national park or botanical garden, attending a cultural festival, and lots more. All beaches in Hawaii are public and free to enjoy, and on the weekends, it's common to see extended families relaxing under a party tent at a beach park, having a barbecue potluck, and talking story. As a resident, you can also take advantage of free activities offered to tourists. For example, there are free Hawaiian cultural classes offered at the Royal Hawaiian Center and Mana Hawaii in Waikiki, as well as live music, fireworks, and outdoor movies. If you do find yourself having to pay for something, most places will give you a kama'aina or resident discount if you ask and show your Hawaii driver's license or state ID card. Con. Far, far away. Moving to Hawaii means moving far, far away from your friends and family. The island chain is around 2,500 miles from California, which is more than 5 hours by plane. Visiting friends and family is no easy task, so rather than hopping in your car and meeting friends, you now have to spend a lot of money and do some serious planning to make it all happen. This is a deal breaker for many, and why most people who move to Hawaii don't last 5 years here. Pro. Weather. Did we mention how nice the weather is here? In Honolulu, it's around 80 degrees Fahrenheit every day, all year long. Yes, it does also rain every day, but it usually lasts for just a few minutes, and then it's sunny again. Depending on where you live in Hawaii, you might get more rainfall. But it's never really cold outside here, and it's absolutely amazing. There is also less of a change in the amount of daylight there is throughout the year compared to the rest of the US, because Hawaii is closer to the equator. Con. Employment. We all know the dream. You'll move to Hawaii and get a job working on a tour boat or at a bar on the beach. Sounds great, right? And it can be for some people some of the time. For the vast majority, things will be different. First off, getting that simple job likely won't happen since jobs here can be hard to get, and likely impossible if you're not already living here. Even if you get that easy beach job, it probably doesn't pay well, not well enough at least. So plan on getting a second job, maybe even a third. So, what about a job that uses your fancy college education? It may not exist here, and if it does, the ratio of qualified people to available job openings probably isn't in your favor. So, what do? You start very low on the employment totem pole, washing dishes, cleaning hotel rooms, whatever you can get, and maybe can work your way up. There's nothing wrong with these jobs, and maybe that isn't bad for someone in their 20s, but do you really want to start all over in your 30s or 40s? Pro: cultural diversity. Hawaii is one of the most culturally diverse states in the US and has been for a long time. Besides the tourists who visit from all over the world, the immigrants who are currently moving to Hawaii come from a wide variety of countries, including the Philippines, China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, Tonga, Samoa, Guam, and Micronesia. And then there are Kama'aina, the longtime residents whose ancestors came to Hawaii generations ago and are an amalgam of native Hawaiian, Chinese, Portuguese, Puerto Rican, Japanese, Okinawan, Korean, Filipino, and mainland American cultures. Con: if you are not local, you will never be. If you didn't grow up here and have parents of somewhat Hawaiian or Asian descent, you're a Ha'ol. It's not just racial, usually. However, most Ha'ols fit right in, make friends that are locals, and even got elected governor or mayor. Some people in Hawaii are much more friendly than the mainland, but others might seem much less so. It's like anywhere. If you go to a bad neighborhood on the mainland, you might get bad looks or feel unsafe, and that is way less common here. It's not about your skin color, it's about your attitude and the respect you show to others. Never forget that you are going to be a visitor on an island that was overtaken by a foreign country, America. So be aware that you need to show respect, be polite, and don't treat Hawaii like you own it just because you bought a house here. You aren't Hawaiian if you live here. You're Hawaiian if you have Hawaiian blood. But still, for the most part, people are very nice here, especially on the freeway. Everyone will let you cut in front of them if you give a friendly shaka. Most people put on a happy face. There is definitely a sense in which people are happier in Hawaii, but some people are more wary of newcomers. They know that there is a high likelihood that new people will move away quickly, so they don't get too excited when someone says they just moved here. Pro: food you won't find anywhere else. As home to the nation's largest share of multi-ethnic Americans, Hawaii is a true melting pot of culture. This is nowhere more evident than in its food. In addition to the traditional food that originates in native Hawaiian culture, you'll also find strong influences from China, Portugal, Japan, and the Philippines. As workers from these countries came to find employment on Hawaii's plantations, they brought many of their culinary traditions with them. Con: slow shipping. When you purchase things online, you can expect to pay an arm and a leg in shipping fees almost everywhere. We know what you're thinking here. You'll grab an Amazon Prime #ad membership and save big with free shipping. Well, that's a good start, but you need to understand that Amazon Prime in Hawaii is a different animal than it is on the mainland. There is no free 2-day shipping in Hawaii. Instead, you get free standard shipping on many items. Many, but not all. There is a huge list of items Amazon won't ship to Hawaii for any price, much less free. When you do get free shipping, you can expect to wait, and wait, and wait some more. It stinks, but most other online shops will just rip you off on shipping and take just as long to get there, so get used to waiting. Pro: the Aloha Spirit. When you land in Hawaii, you might feel something different in the air. Even if you don't feel it right away, chances are you'll encounter it during your stay. We're talking about the Aloha Spirit, which is the breath of life and love that we share with each other, according to Danny Kalakini, Hawaii's ambassador of Aloha. When you arrive, we hope you feel the Aloha Spirit. It's a guiding philosophy and a practice that creates a beautifully deep connection to the land of Hawaii and all its people. You might experience it when exchanging a smile, viewing the most vivid rainbow to ever grace the sky, or watching a beach at sunrise. You might also feel it in a tug in your heart when you board the plane to leave. It's a feeling that makes many people head to Hawaii and stay. So, what did you decide after watching this video? Are you going to move to Hawaii or not? Feel free to drop your thoughts down in the comment box. Before going anywhere, make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon to watch more amazing videos on our YouTube channel. Until the next video, stay tuned.